Over the last year, I've been making a clear case about women getting older. And nothing is wrong with getting older. We're all getting older. But there is something that I have pretty much found out, that it is clear that women's dating options as they get older are not the same. Now, if you don't believe me, let's look at a few examples. Look at Madonna. In the 80s, Madonna was married to Sean Penn, a man that we would say in Hollywood equivalent to high value. In 2023, Madonna can't even get a man that even makes 10% of what Sean Penn was in the 80s. We're talking about now Cher. She's married to a senator by the name of Sonny Bono. At age 77, she's dating dudes like Alexander Edwards who are completely broke in comparisons to her. Lala Anthony was once married to Carmelo Anthony, but now she's getting 21-year-olds in her DMs and can't get a guy of Carmelo's, wealth to save her life. Who else? Amber Rose went from Kanye West to Wiz Khalifa to 21 Savage to Alexander Edwards to somebody broke like me. That's how dusty it is. But nobody has, in my opinion, really fell off as much as Halle Berry in that department. And I can tell you why. Halle Berry was once married to David Justice. If you guys know David Justice back in the 80s and 90s, he was an awesome, terrific baseball player. I mean, Halle Berry is completely beautiful. No doubt about that. But Halle Berry got dumped by David Justice. Then got married to somebody even less successful, Eric Benet. And then it gets worse. I believe she's married to who? Olivier Martinez, whoever that guy is. But see, what we saw in each marriage was, hey, the guy might have made less money and less money and less money all the time, right? And even with the partner, Gabrielle Autry, none of these guys were on her level. And I think that we need to talk about what Kevin Samuels had to say about this in this clip.
I just don't necessarily feel like I agree with the fact that they exercise their options. Like, what if he doesn't
then don't
want
deal
to?
with him.
Like,
Then don't deal with him. If you have a problem with high value men having options and maybe exercise them, you're an average man. But you ladies want to complain about the very men that you want, knowing they are wanted by lots of women, that you want them to be specifically loyal to you. Sorry. And I think we should stop lying to you. If you don't want to deal with it, don't deal with it.
Just based off how it was brought up, I don't necessarily think I would want somebody to exercise their options.
Which one would you rather have? The one that nobody else wants or the one that everybody wants? Pick one. Come on, let's go.
The one that, honestly, the one that everybody else would want.
Exactly. So stop capping. You want the high value man. Deal with it. See what this means? You all want the same man, but then you want him to be loyal to you. No.
You see, Kevin summed it up there with that lady who, wanted a high value man and doesn't really have what it takes to secure a high value man. And this happens even to entertainers, even like Halle Berry, even for somebody who is very beautiful like her. You see, the reality is that even though Halle Berry is still good looking and was good looking even then, Halle Berry just lost the ability to get a man that's high value. And we're even seeing that with younger ladies now. Keke Palmer can't get a guy that's high value. Lizzo can't get a guy who's high value. Your mom. Stop the show. Well, your daddy been gone, boy. Stop playing with me. Fast forward, Nemo. But this is what's going on with Halle Berry. Gabriel Autry was somebody that had a baby by her, right? I mentioned him just a few minutes ago. For the last 10 years, he's been getting her for child support. All right. Now, basically, he wanted to be a stay-at-home dad. Now, Gabrielle Aubry is 46 years old. All right. Now, they started dating in 2005. Okay. They had a baby in 2008. Now, Halle Berry is 56. So this is a man that was 10 years younger than her. All right. So they had a child, and then the guy didn't have anything to her level at all. In comparisons to her, a complete bum. But she's been going through child support with this guy for so long, right? But why? It's because he's a deadbeat. All right. She has spent millions in years in legal fees fighting the custody battle with her eldest daughter, which is Nahla Ariela Aubry. All right. Now, we also have heard that this guy could be a little bit racist, right? But she's been paying hella money, almost $16,000 a month plus a lump sum of $115,000. And again, she's always been crying that this is extortion, but she cut some of that money down to $8,000 a month. All right. And, it's still been crazy. Now, listen, she's paying this guy's money because why? I mean, he's a bum and she's rich. She's going to end up paying this guy still about $110,000 a year so that he can take that money and go and find somebody else and still be a stay-at-home dad. Why? Because when you can't get a high value man, it's costly. What am I really trying to say here? You see a lot of ladies out there who are independent and they don't need a man. And when they decide they want to get a man, guess what they're going to end up doing? They're going to end up getting with guys who are broker than them, sometimes younger than them. And when those guys are younger and broker than them, guess what? Those guys don't love them. And because those guys don't love them, guess what else is going to happen? Those guys are going to use them. Use them like how? Jeopardy music! Well, they're going to use you for anything they can get, just like how you guys say that women can use these men. It's going to be the same exact thing. There is no difference. You see, a lot of men now are going to become like women. They're not going to have a problem getting the baby by you, and you're not going to have a problem, some of these successful ladies, dating guys because they look good. And you're going to be controlling the relationship. You're going to be paying for a lot of stuff. Because, hey, if you can't get the guy that can take care of you, you can just say, look, I don't need you. I have my own money. I just want love, right? Well, that is where a lot of ladies are going to go wrong, because this guy is probably not going to love you. Most men want to be a man that can provide for women. Whenever you have to be a man or a woman that is playing the male's role in a relationship, you're going to get a man who's okay with taking your resources. And if you get a baby by him, guess what? He's going to try to get child support. And that's something that women typically have done historically. Now it's costing you to not have a high value man. If you want to have a baby by any chance and he gets custody of it, guess who you're paying? You're paying the guy. And see, that is where we are going. Men are going to literally be targeting you to get babies out of you, to do the same thing that IG models are doing to these athletes. Because, hey, broke guys got to eat too, especially if they're younger. Think about it. Erykah Badu went from dating Andre 3000, the DOC, having kids by them, to getting with a guy like J-Ron Atkinson, who is 24 years younger than her. Because why? This guy is broke. He would do anything to get with her. And then if it doesn't work out, he's going to get her money, because there's nothing that he can do for that lady but take her money. Maybe put the clapping sounds. I mean, he might be able to do that. I mean, because it's probably all he can do. But that is where we're going. And the cost of not getting a high value man is you paying child support to a broke guy. Now ask yourself, ladies, did you work hard all of your life to go to school, to be educated, to pay child support? I don't think that is what you wanted to do, is it? No, it's not. You wanted to do X, Y, and Z to, be successful. But let me sum up Kevin Samuels again in this second clip about women getting high value men.
Women, maybe even older women, as to how to lock down a high value man. You're getting 5,000 plus people watching you, asking these questions. What would be one of the biggest takeaway tips you could give to women in the current dating marketplace to lock down a high value guy?
Stop. Because only 10% of you are going to get it.
Oh!
I'm sorry. Look, I look. One of the biggest, 20% of you can qualify for it. Maybe 10% of you will land it. And that's really what my show is based on. I don't begrudge you wanting what you want, but are you an 8, 9, and 10? Well, actually an adjustable 6, 8, or 9 in the looks. And are you an 8, 9, or 10 in the body? If not,
move along.
This is South Beach. You don't come to South Beach if you rocking a one piece. This is two-piece town. This is a bikini town. So this high value thing has worked because it just says women are hypergamous. They want to consolidate on the highest value man possible, but that may be different. See, that's possible. What's possible for Tina is not possible for Angie, is not possible for Hillary. So now I got women finally asking themselves the question, what does the kind of man that you want from a woman?
Putting it back on them for once, huh?
Yep. Well, and that's why I'm sitting here and I'm like, and I hear when I first started talking about this same kind of concept that honestly, it's been floating around the sphere a lot, you know. I've talked about this stuff for years, but moment in time it hit. Some of my detractors like, you're so mean, you're so rude, you're so this, you that. But you know what? Women are saying, I like your delivery, I like your approach, your honesty, because what they're doing is not working.
As Kevin has pointed that out in the Freshman Fit interview, this happened about 3 years ago. You see, a lot of women may or may not have what it takes to get a high value man, but there is something that some ladies can do. You know, you can get a high value man on the come up, a guy who has good values, a guy who has good standards. And see, that's how you can actually win in the end. But if you're trying to get a guy that's high value and waiting at the door, even women like Halle Berry are having times getting that. And they're in the industry. They're partying with these guys every day. And if it's hard for them, those who are connected to these guys, it's definitely going to be hard for the average woman, because the average woman can't even meet a guy like that. It's almost impossible for most women to be able to do that. So ladies, just think about it. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Put your follow, subscribe to the bell. We're out.